Who child? Hey good people, hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. Today we're doing a book review. We are coming to discuss The Invitation by Ashley Antoinette. It's a part of the Butterfly series. I have reviewed Butterfly 1 and 2, but before I get into the review, I want to note that the order in which I read them is not the order in which I've released them, and the order in which you should read them. So the order in which you should read the Butterfly series is Butterfly 1, The Invitation, and then the rest of the Butterfly series. Let's get into it. The Invitation is a story that Ashley Antoinette wrote because people were really like, where's the next Butterfly book? So she had to get something out. And that's how we got The Invitation, which is about the gang, right? Ethic, Morgan, Alani, Easy, Bella, Hendrix, Amik. That's really who it's about. And we get to follow them as Morgan deals with her feelings for Amik while also still being married or still being engaged to Bash. We get to actually go through Ethic and Alani having their first marital issues, right? Of the challenges they're in. She's pregnant and they not getting busy in the bedroom, and she feels like he's cheating. He's like, I would never do that to you. So we get to watch them navigate that challenge. We get to watch Bella and Hendrix go through their young emotions, trying to navigate what people would consider puppy love, but for them is very real love. And we get to watch Easy being jealous of no longer being the little one, the youngest one, and the problems they're in. So that's the premise of the book. How do they each navigate these challenges while still remaining a family and having that trust and that foundation? What did I like about it? What did I dislike about it? And whether or not you should read it. What I liked about the book. One, we're back with the gang. Love to hear about them. And it's the aspects that I really enjoyed, right? A lot of Morgan and Meek, which I appreciated. Ethic and Alani were having a different type of problem because they be getting on my nerves sometimes. Bella and Hendrix, she's starting to really build up that storyline, which I love. Bella's supposed to be getting her own series, and I'm gonna read it. And then we get to see a little bit more of Easy and him being jealous and dealing with that. I like the style of writing. Again, I always say we can see Ashley Antoinette's progression with this, starting with the Ethics series and really growing and blooming with the Butterfly series. I think it's some of her best writing. Not that I've read all of her works, but from what I've read, it's my take. And I like the storyline. I like the storyline. I like the progressions. I like the use of language. I like that there is a balance between drama but also downtime. Not too much drama in this one, which I appreciated, because y'all know sometimes with Ashley Antoinette, I'm like, can we catch a break? And this is a book where I feel like more or less everybody catches a break, and I appreciated that. Nothing too crazy happens, right? Nothing too traumatic. So this one was an easier read for me, and easy in the sense that I didn't have to put it down because this was stressing me out. So I loved that. What did I dislike about it? You know, Ethic and Alani sometimes, it's like, can we all just get along? Granted, I understand you need drama for the book. Married couples go through challenges. Relationships in general, you have challenges. But like, can we just get along? Also, you know, Morgan needs to figure it out. I will say this, I've already read book 2, so I know a little bit more, but in this book, I like that she's more considerate of Amik's feelings. Not enough to leave Bash, but more considerate. And we get more of them building their intimacy, and I just love Amik. I still think that's the best male character she's written. Amik is very, very special. Granted, you got Ethic, you got Messiah. She writes good characters now, right? You got Nair. I think Nair needs his own storyline, honestly. I want to know more about that backstory, but that's a topic for another day. But the only thing is, you know, just sometimes just the conflict. I just want to see them be at bliss sometimes. But as far as the writing, I thought that it was good. You know, I think Easy going through stages of jealousy is honest. So even though like it wasn't the most exciting thing for me, it was kind of trivial, but it's a very real emotion. It was very real for him, and he's a part of the family, so we get a little bit more of him. He's not old enough to have like tension, but we also do get the background of like them possibly switching schools and ethics speaking up about the deficiency and issues with the schools in the inner city. And they're like, well, you should send your kids here, and because he's volunteering to fix it up. And it's like, well, if you really believe in it, send your kids here. And us navigating that, we get to see more issues with Bella. Ooh, child. Well, Bella got jumped, but then we get to see Morgan jump in and deal with that. So it's a lot going on here, and storylines that I was invested in. So for everyone that I was like, there is like 2 or 3 other storylines that I was like, yes. So yeah, that's my only real complaint. I think with these series, I think Ashley Antoinette has hit her stride, and she's like working with magic at this point. So I don't really have a lot of complaints. I'm enjoying them, or else I wouldn't continue reading them. Now, on the scale of read now, read when you have time, or read when you want, I would say this one is a read now. Read it now. I enjoy it, especially if you're into the ethic verse, right? If you're in the world of ethic, read it, right? Apparently some people missed this one. People really didn't. You know, these one-off books, The Invitation and Christmas with the Okafers, people kind of missed them somehow. So make sure y'all are checking that out. Also, you know, the very first book, Moth to a Flame, some people just kind of hopped right into ethic. And Ashley Antoinette does give, you know, that caveat. Like, hey, if you haven't read Moth to a Flame, you might want to go read that. Somehow these get missed, but they shouldn't. They're important. They're integral to the storyline. You know, it's, you know, you got to read them in order, and you got to read all of it to get the full understanding. And it's just a beautiful story the way it blossoms. Now, I've read the whole series, so we're not going to get into it, but just know that Butterfly 3 and 4 reviews are coming soon, and I have thoughts and feelings about it. If you haven't already, you should check out my other videos on the series, and check out my book giveaway video and my wish list. So that is it for me. I am MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. Until the next one, please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the best day of your life on purpose. Peace, odabo, adios, ciao.